Welcome back to the channel. In today's video, we're going to talk about the Italian 500 lire coin, the Italian 200 lire coin, and the Italian 50 lire coin. Three fascinating coins from Italy's past that many collectors are searching for today. These Italian lire coins are not just old money, they are historical treasures, and some of them can actually be very valuable and worth much more than their face value. If you're interested in coin collecting, rare coins, and learning about valuable coins that could be hiding in your collection, then make sure you stay and watch this entire video, because I'll share everything you need to know about the 500 lire, the 200 lire, and the 50 lire coins of Italy. These coins are highly collectible, they carry rich history, and they can be worth money depending on their year, condition, and rarity. So don't click away. Watch until the very end. And if you enjoy videos about coin collecting, old coins, and valuable coins worth money, be sure to subscribe to the channel right now so you never miss my latest uploads. Let's get started. First up, the 1983 Italian 500 lire coin is one of the most fascinating coins in Italy's modern numismatic history, and it is a coin that every collector should know about. This Italian 500 lire coin from 1983 is valuable, collectible, and represents a unique moment in Italian currency. Many people who come across the 1983 500 lire coin often wonder about its value, its rarity, and why collectors are so eager to add it to their collections. The truth is that this coin is not only a piece of money, but also a piece of art and a piece of history. And for that reason, the 1983 Italian 500 lire coin is valuable and highly collectible. The 1983 Italian 500 lire coin is special because it was the first bimetallic coin in the world, combining two different metals in one design. It has an outer ring made of agmonitol, which is stainless steel, and an inner core made of bronze. This innovative design was later adopted by many countries around the world, but Italy was the pioneer, and the 1983 500 lire coin is the symbol of that innovation. For collectors, this makes the coin historically significant and more desirable. It is not just a coin. It is a world first, which adds to its collectible value. On the obverse of the 1983 Italian 500 lire coin, there are portraits of two female heads, symbolizing the unity and equality of the Italian Republic. Around the edge, the words Repubblica Italiana appear. On the reverse, there's a detailed design showing the value, L.500, the year 1983, and a beautiful image of a ship, the famous caravel, a symbol of exploration and progress. These designs make the 1983 500 lire coin not only valuable for its monetary worth, but also for its artistic and cultural significance. Collectors often admire the design of this coin, and that admiration translates into demand, which directly influences value. When we talk about the value of the 1983 Italian 500 lire coin, condition is one of the most important factors. Coins that were heavily circulated and show signs of wear may have only a modest value, but coins in excellent condition, especially uncirculated examples, can be worth significantly more. Collectors always seek out coins with sharp details, bright surfaces, and no major damage, and when it comes to the 1983 500 lire coin, such examples are always considered more valuable. This is why it is important for anyone who owns this coin to keep it safe and well preserved. Another reason the 1983 Italian 500 lire coin is valuable is because of its age and its place in the history of Italian money. The lira was Italy's official currency until the euro was introduced in 2002, and the 500 lire coin was the highest denomination coin in circulation for many years. The 1983 issue comes from the early years of the bimetallic 500 lire series, which adds historical importance. Coins from the early years of a series are always sought after by collectors, and the 1983 500 lire coin is no exception. Collectors also look for varieties and errors in the 1983 Italian 500 lire coin. Small differences in the minting process, such as misaligned strikes, double strikes, or off-center errors, can make a coin extremely rare and even more valuable. Error coins are always in demand in the numismatic market, and if you happen to find a 1983 500 lire coin with such a feature, its value could be much higher than the standard example. This is why it is always recommended to examine your coins carefully, because you never know if you might have a rare and valuable Lire coin. Another point to consider is that the 1983 Italian 500 Lire coin was used in everyday transactions, but because of its distinctive design and bimetallic construction, many people saved them as keepsakes. However, not all survived in good condition, and as time goes on, coins from 1983 in excellent shape are becoming harder to find. This scarcity in high-quality examples increases the collectible value of the coin. For world coin collectors and Italian coin specialists, the 1983 Italian 500 Lire coin is a must-have, and that demand keeps the coin valuable. The 1983 Italian 500 Lire coin also has cultural value. It represents Italy's reputation for innovation, art, and design. Italy was the first country to create a circulating bimetallic coin, and this innovation spread to other currencies around the world, such as the euro, which also uses bimetallic designs. Owning a 1983 Italian 500 Lire coin means holding a piece of that history, and collectors recognize the importance of this milestone. The cultural and historical significance of the coin adds to its numismatic value, making it more than just a monetary object. When considering whether the 1983 Italian 500 Lire coin is valuable, the answer is clearly yes. It is valuable because of its historical first as the world's first bimetallic coin. It is valuable because of its beautiful design. It is valuable because of its connection to Italian history. And it is valuable because collectors actively search for it. Even though millions were minted, the survival of coins in excellent condition is what truly drives up the collectible value. For those who inherit or discover a 1983 Italian 500 Lire coin, it is important to understand that this coin is more than just an old piece of change. It is a coin that represents innovation, culture, and history, and for that reason, it has collectible value today and will likely remain valuable into the future. Many coin enthusiasts include this coin in their world coin collections because it stands out as a landmark issue. So, when looking closely at the 1983 Italian 500 Lire coin, it is clear that this coin is valuable, it is collectible, and it is an important piece of Italy's numismatic heritage. For coin collectors, the 1983 Italian 500 Lire coin is not just another coin, but a piece of history that marked the beginning of a new era in coinage. Its value comes from history, design, rarity and condition, and the worldwide demand among collectors. The legacy of the 1983 Italian 500 Lire coin continues to grow as more people learn about its significance and more collectors add it to their collections. For anyone who owns one, it is worth keeping and appreciating because the 1983 Italian 500 Lire coin is valuable and will always remain a special piece in the story of world coinage. Next up, the 1995 Italian 500 Lire coin is one of the most fascinating coins in modern Italian numismatics, and it is a coin that every collector and coin enthusiast should pay attention to. The Italian 500 Lire coin of 1995 is valuable not only because it was once an important part of Italy's currency system, but also because it represents a historic innovation in world coinage. The 1995 500 Lire coin is part of the famous bimetallic series, the first of its kind in the world, and for this reason, it holds a special place in the history of coins. Many collectors today actively search for the 1995 Italian 500 Lire coin because of its unique design, its symbolism, and the fact that coins in good condition from this year are increasingly hard to find. The truth is that the 1995 Italian 500 Lire coin is valuable, collectible, and worth learning about in detail. The 500 Lire coin series began in 1982, and it immediately stood out because it was the world's first circulating bimetallic coin. The outer ring was made of agmonitol, a stainless steel alloy, while the inner core was made of bronze. This two-metal design became iconic and was later copied by many countries, including the euro coins that followed years later. The 1995 Italian 500 Lire coin continues this tradition and is one of the later issues in the series before the euro replaced the lira in 2002. For collectors, the 1995 issue is valuable because it comes from the final decade of the Italian lira, a period that is now firmly in the past. Coins from this period capture the memory of Italy before the euro, which adds cultural and historical importance to the coin. On the obverse of the 1995 Italian 500 lire coin, you will see two female heads facing opposite directions, representing the equality and unity of the Italian Republic. Around the border are the words Repubblica Italiana. This imagery is not only artistic but symbolic, showing how coins communicate national values. On the reverse, the 1995 500 lire coin shows the value, L.500, the year 1995, and a beautiful image of the famous caravel ships, which symbolize exploration, history, and progress. This combination of images, along with the bimetallic construction, makes the 1995 Italian 500 lire coin an outstanding example of Italian design and innovation. When discussing the value of the 1995 Italian 500 lire coin, one of the most important factors is condition. Coins that have been heavily circulated in show where may only have modest value, but coins in excellent condition, especially uncirculated examples, can be worth much more to collectors. Collectors always look for coins with sharp details, bright metal surfaces, and no signs of damage. Because the 1995 issue is now 3 decades old, finding such coins is not as easy as it once was. That scarcity in top condition increases the collectible value, which is why the 1995 Italian 500 lire coin is considered valuable today. Another reason why the 1995 Italian 500 lire coin is valuable is because of its place in Italian history. The lira was Italy's national currency for centuries, and the 500 lire coin represented one of the highest denominations available in coin form. The 1995 issue is part of the final era of the lira, and once Italy adopted the euro in 2002, these coins disappeared from circulation. Today, they are no longer used as money, but are remembered as symbols of Italy's economic past. For coin collectors, this change adds nostalgic value and historic importance to the 1995 Italian 500 lire coin, making it more collectible. Collectors also search for minting varieties or errors in the 1995 500 lire coin. Error coins such as off-center strikes, misaligned centers, or double strikes are rare but can dramatically increase the value of the coin. Because the Italian 500 lire coin has a bimetallic design, errors where the inner core is misplaced or rotated are especially desirable. If a collector discovers such an error on a 1995 Italian 500 lire coin, its value can rise significantly beyond the typical market price. This is why collectors inspect their coins carefully, and why the 1995 Italian 500 lire coin continues to attract interest. It is also worth noting that the 1995 500 lire coin was part of everyday commerce in Italy. Millions of people used it daily, but because of this, most of the coins show signs of circulation. Well-preserved examples are fewer in number, which is why uncirculated coins are more valuable. As time passes, the number of coins in excellent condition will only decrease, meaning that the coins that remain will become even more collectible. This is a common trend in numismatics, where coins that were once common become more valuable as they age and as collector demand grows. The 1995 Italian 500 lire coin is also valuable because it marked a continuation of Italy's reputation for innovation in coin design. Being the first country to issue a bimetallic coin gave Italy a special place in coin history, and the 1995 issue carries that legacy. Collectors around the world appreciate this, and it adds international demand for the coin. It is not only Italian collectors who seek the 1995 500 lire coin, but also world coin collectors who want to own the first bimetallic series. This global demand makes the coin valuable beyond Italy itself. Another aspect that makes the 1995 Italian 500 lire coin collectible is its connection to Italian culture. The coin's design, combining classical imagery and symbols of progress, reflects Italy's identity during the late 20th century. For collectors, this is not only a piece of currency, but a cultural artifact that tells the story of Italy's economy, art, and innovation. Holding a 1995 Italian 500 lire coin is like holding a piece of Italy's national memory, which adds meaning and collectible value. When people ask whether the 1995 Italian 500 lire coin is valuable, the answer is yes. It is valuable for multiple reasons. It is valuable because it was part of the pioneering bimetallic coin series. It is valuable because it represents Italy's history before the euro. It is valuable because of its design and symbolism. And it is valuable because collectors around the world continue to seek it out. Even though the coin's base metals are not precious, its numismatic value makes it worth more than its face value. For anyone who owns a 1995 Italian 500 lire coin, it is important to recognize its worth. This is not just an old coin. It is a collectible item with cultural, historical, and numismatic importance. Keeping it in good condition can help preserve its value, and for those interested in coin collecting, it can serve as an excellent piece in a world coin collection. The legacy of the 1995 Italian 500 lire coin continues to grow as time passes. It will always be remembered as part of the world's first bimetallic coin series, as part of Italy's economic past, and as a coin that holds value for collectors today and into the future. The 1995 Italian 500 lire coin is valuable, collectible, and meaningful, and it remains one of the standout coins of Italy's late 20th century numismatic history. Next up, the 1980 Italian 200 lire coin is one of the most fascinating coins from Italy's numismatic history, and in this video we will explore every detail about this coin. The Italian 200 lire coin of 1980 is highly collectible. It carries historical importance, and for coin collectors and coin enthusiasts, it can also be a very valuable coin. Many people who come across the 1980 200 lire coin often wonder about its real value, its rarity, and why collectors are so interested in it. This Italian coin, although it was once used in daily transactions across Italy, today has become a coin that is worth examining carefully, because some examples of the 1980 Italian 200 lire coin can be worth much more than face value. The coin is made of an alloy called agmonitol, which is stainless steel, and this makes the coin strong and durable, but its real value for collectors is not just in the metal. It is in the history, the design, and the mintage details. The obverse of the 1980 Italian 200 lire coin shows the head of a woman facing right, representing Italy in a neoclassical style, surrounded by the words Repubblica Italiana. The reverse of the coin displays a gear wheel design, symbolizing work, industry, and progress, along with the value L.200 and the year 1980 clearly marked. This design makes the 200 lire coin unique among Italian coins and is part of what makes it so interesting for coin collectors today. When talking about the value of the 1980 Italian 200 lire coin, it is important to understand that not every coin has the same worth. Coins that are worn and heavily circulated might only be worth a small amount above face value to collectors, but well-preserved examples, especially those in excellent condition, can be more valuable. Some 1980 Italian 200 lire coins may have minting varieties, small differences, or errors that make them even more collectible. Collectors around the world look for error coins, and if you happen to find a 1980 200 lire coin with a minting mistake, such as an off-center strike or a double strike, then the value can rise significantly. This is why it is always recommended to check your coins carefully. The 1980 Italian 200 lire coin also represents a key period in Italy's economic and cultural history. The lire was Italy's national currency before the euro, and coins like the 200 lire were part of everyday life for millions of Italians. For collectors, owning a coin like this is not only about the potential monetary value, but also about holding a piece of Italy's past. Many people collect Italian coins from the 20th century, and the 1980 issue is one of the most searched for because it is affordable for beginners, but also interesting enough for experienced numismatists. The fact that it is from 1980 also connects it to a decade of economic and political change in Italy, which gives the coin an even deeper historical meaning. When considering why the 1980 200 lire coin is valuable, one must remember that value in numismatics comes from demand and rarity. Even though millions of these coins were minted, collectors today are looking for high-grade examples, and because most of these coins were used in circulation, finding one in excellent condition can be difficult. That difficulty adds to the collectible value. Furthermore, coins that are well preserved and have clear details of the design are always more desirable. Another factor that can increase the value of the 1980 Italian 200 lire coin is if it has been kept in uncirculated condition since it was first minted. An uncirculated 200 lire coin, from 1980 is always worth more than one that has been used in daily commerce. As we continue exploring this coin, it is important to note that the 200 Lire coin series started in 1977, and the 1980 version is part of the early issues. Early issues of any coin often carry more collector interest because they are closer to the beginning of the series. The Italian 200 Lire coin was used until the euro replaced the lira in 2002, so these coins are no longer in circulation, which makes them even more interesting to collectors. The fact that the lire no longer exists as a currency adds value and historic charm to the coin. For anyone who collects world coins, especially European coins, the 1980 Italian 200 Lire coin is a must-have piece. Collectors often ask how much their 1980 Italian 200 Lire coin is worth. While the exact value depends on the condition and rarity, it is safe to say that these coins are definitely valuable to collectors of Italian currency. Even though the base metal is stainless steel and not gold or silver, the true worth is in the numismatic value. Some collectors are willing to pay more for coins in excellent condition, and in auctions, 200 Lire coins from the 1980s in pristine state have been sold for much more than their face value. The combination of history, design, and collectible demand makes the 1980 Italian 200 Lire coin a coin worth keeping and researching. Another aspect to mention is that these coins are often passed down through families, and many people discover them in old drawers, boxes, or inherited collections. If you have found a 1980 Italian 200 Lire coin, it is always worth looking into its value before spending or discarding it. Coin dealers and collectors recognize the significance of this coin, and in many cases, they are eager to add them to their collections. The simple fact that the coin is from 1980 already places it over 4 decades old, which gives it the status of an older coin, and older coins always attract collector attention. The legacy of the 1980 Italian 200 Lire coin continues today among collectors who specialize in Italian Lire coins and world coins. Because of its unique stainless steel composition, its symbolic design, and its role in Italian history, the 1980 coin has become more than just money. It is a piece of culture and heritage. Many collectors actively search for coins like this, and if you own one, you should understand that it has value beyond the number stamped on it. The Italian 200 Lire coin of 1980 is a reminder of the days before the euro, and it holds a place in both the economic and cultural story of Italy. So, when we ask whether the 1980 Italian 200 Lire coin is valuable, the answer is yes. It is valuable in terms of history, in terms of collecting interest, and in terms of monetary value when the condition is right. Every coin collector knows that coins like the 1980 Italian 200 Lire are essential additions to a collection focused on European coins, Italian coins, or world currency in general. The fact that so many people are searching for information about this specific year shows how much demand there is. This demand drives up the collectible value and ensures that coins like these remain sought after. To conclude this long look at the 1980 Italian 200 Lire coin, remember that it is a valuable coin, it is a collectible coin, and it is a piece of history that deserves recognition. If you have one, hold on to it, appreciate its details, and understand that it is worth far more than just 200 Lire today. The 1980 Italian 200 Lire coin will always remain a key piece in the story of Italian numismatics and will continue to be appreciated by collectors worldwide. Next up, the 1995 Italian 200 Lire coin is one of the most interesting coins from Italy's numismatic history, and for collectors and coin enthusiasts, it is a coin that deserves special attention. The Italian 200 Lire coin of 1995 may look like a simple piece of currency at first, but when we explore its details, its history, and its collectible importance, we see why this coin is valuable. Many collectors today are searching for information about the 1995 200 Lire coin, wondering about its value, its rarity, and why it has become such a popular collectible among those who collect Italian coins and world coins. Even though the coin was made of agmonitol, a stainless steel alloy, the true worth of this coin lies in its design, its place in Italy's history, and its demand in the coin collecting market. The obverse of the 1995 Italian 200 Lire coin features the classical image of a woman's head facing right, a neoclassical symbol of Italy, surrounded by the inscription, Replica Italiana. This design connects the coin to the long tradition of Italian symbolism and heritage. On the reverse, the 1995 Italian 200 lire coin displays the famous gear wheel, representing work, progress, and industry. The value, L.200, is clearly shown in the center, along with the year of minting, 1995. This design makes the coin unique and recognizable, and for collectors, design details like these make the coin not only historically meaningful, but also highly collectible. When we think about why the 1995 Italian 200 lire coin is valuable, we need to consider the role it played in Italy before the euro was introduced. The lira was Italy's official currency for many decades, and the 200 lire coin was an important denomination in daily transactions. By 1995, these coins were in active circulation, meaning that most of them were used, worn down, and lost over time. This is why collectors today often search for well-preserved examples of the 1995 200 lire coin, a coin that is uncirculated, shiny, and with clear details of the design can be much more valuable than one that shows heavy wear. Condition is one of the most important factors in numismatics, and this is especially true for the 1995 200 lire coin. Some collectors also look for minting varieties or errors in the 1995 Italian 200 lire coin. Small variations, double strikes, off-center strikes, or other minting errors can make this coin even more valuable. Error coins always attract special attention in the market, and if you are lucky enough to find a 1995 200 lire coin with such characteristics, its value could rise far beyond the ordinary examples. This is why coin collectors carefully inspect their coins, because hidden details can transform an ordinary 200 lire coin into a rare and valuable collectible. Another reason why the 1995 Italian 200 lire coin is valuable is its historical context. In the 1990s, Italy was approaching the transition from the lira to the euro, which eventually happened in 2002. Coins from this period, including the 1995 200 lire, represent the final decade of the Italian lira. This makes them historically important for collectors who want to preserve a memory of Italy's national currency before it disappeared. The fact that the lira is no longer used gives these coins a nostalgic and cultural value in addition to their numismatic worth. When talking about the value of the 1995 Italian 200 lire coin, it is clear that not every coin has the same price. Coins in average circulated condition may only be worth a small premium over their original face value, but coins in excellent condition, especially those that are uncirculated, can command much higher prices in the collector's market. The demand for Italian 200 lire coins has grown over the years because more people are interested in collecting European coins, world coins, and coins from the 20th century. This demand directly influences the value, and the 1995 issue remains one of the coins collectors seek out. Another factor that makes the 1995 200 lire coin valuable is its age. Being more than 25 years old, it has already passed the threshold where coins begin to be seen as collectible antiques rather than just everyday currency. Many people find these coins in old drawers, in family collections, or even mixed in with world coin lots, and they are often surprised to discover that the 1995 Italian 200 lire coin has collectible value. For anyone who collects coins from Italy, the 1995 issue is an important addition that reflects both history and design. It is also worth remembering that the 200 lire coin series started in 1977, and it continued until the euro replaced the lira. The 1995 coin sits within this timeline as part of the later issues, but it still holds significant collector appeal because it is from the final decade of the lira. For coin historians and collectors, each year of the 200 lire series tells a story, and the 1995 issue is part of that larger narrative. Collectors often ask whether the 1995 Italian 200 lire coin can be sold for profit. The answer depends on the condition and on the market demand at the time, but generally speaking, coins in excellent condition or coins with mint errors can definitely be sold for more than their face value. Auctions and collector markets have shown consistent interest in Italian coins from the 1990s, especially the 200 lire coins, because they represent an accessible entry point into collecting Italian currency while still holding real value. For coin enthusiasts, the 1995 Italian 200 lire coin is not just valuable in monetary terms, but also valuable as a teaching piece. It tells us about Italy's economy in the 1990s, about the cultural symbols used in coin design, and about the transition period before the euro. It is a coin that can be used to explain to new collectors why certain coins gain value over time, and why they are worth preserving. This makes it an educational coin, as well as a collectible one. So, when we focus on the 1995 Italian 200 lire coin, we see that it is valuable for multiple reasons: its design, its condition, its place in history, and its demand among collectors. Even though millions were minted, finding a high-quality example today is not always easy, and that scarcity in better conditions increases its value. This is why collectors continue to seek out the 1995 Italian 200 lire coin, and why it has become an important part of world coin collections. If you own a 1995 Italian 200 lire coin, keep it safe, because it is more than just an old coin. It is a valuable reminder of Italy's monetary past. This coin, like many others from the Lire era, will continue to attract attention from collectors, and its value is likely to remain strong as time passes. The 1995 Italian 200 lire coin stands as proof that even modern coins can become collectible treasures, and it remains a coin worth holding onto for the future. Next up, the 1976 Italian 50 lire coin is one of the most fascinating coins from Italy's numismatic history, and it remains a collectible coin that many people are searching for today. The Italian 50 lire coin of 1976 is valuable not only because it is an older coin from the Lire era, but also because it carries historical importance, unique design, and collectible demand. When people come across this coin in an old drawer, in a family collection, or in a box of world coins, they often wonder whether the 1976 Italian 50 lire coin is worth money. The answer is yes, this coin is valuable. And in this video we will take a deep look at the history, the design, the condition, and the reasons why collectors consider the 1976 Italian 50 lire coin an important part of their collection. The 50 lire coin series is famous among Italian coins because of its distinctive design and its long history of circulation. First issued in 1954, the 50 lire coin became one of the most widely used denominations in Italy, and the 1976 issue belongs to this well-known series. The coin was made of stainless steel alloy known as agmonitol, which made it durable and resistant to wear. This durability helped it survive in circulation, but today, after decades have passed, finding a 1976 Italian 50 lire coin in excellent condition can be more difficult, and that is one reason why the coin is valuable. On the obverse of the 1976 Italian 50 lire coin, we find the traditional image of a female head facing right, representing the Italian Republic, along with the inscription, Repubblica Italiana. On the reverse, there is the image of Vulcan, the Roman god of fire and metalworking, standing next to an anvil with a hammer in his hand. The value L.50 is clearly shown, and the year of issue, 1976, appears nearby. This strong design, representing labor, industry, and progress, makes the Italian 50 lire coin one of the most iconic Italian coins. For collectors, these details are not only beautiful but also important symbols of Italian heritage. The 1976 issue continues this tradition, making it valuable both as money and as a cultural artifact. When considering the value of the 1976 Italian 50 lire coin, condition plays a very important role. Coins that were used daily for years will often show scratches, wear, and fading details. Such coins may have modest value, but well-preserved examples and high grades are worth more. Collectors especially look for uncirculated examples of the 1976 Italian 50 lire coin, which are rare today. Uncirculated coins show the full brilliance of the design and are always more valuable than heavily worn ones. This is why if you have a 1976 50 lire coin, it is important to examine its condition carefully, because condition is one of the main factors that determines value. Another element that can make the 1976 Italian 50 lire coin valuable is the presence of minting errors or varieties. Error coins always attract collector interest because they are rare by nature. If you find a 1976 50 lire coin with an off-center strike, a double detail, or other unusual minting features, the value can increase dramatically. Because the coin was mass-produced for circulation, most examples are standard, but rare varieties and errors are highly collectible. This is one of the reasons coin collectors carefully inspect every detail of the coins they own. The 1976 Italian 50 lire coin is also valuable because of its age. With several decades having passed since it was minted, the coin is now considered an old Italian coin. The lira itself no longer exists as a currency, since Italy adopted the euro in 2002. That means coins like the 1976 Italian 50 lire are no longer in circulation and are now part of history. Whenever a currency disappears, the coins of that system become more collectible because they are frozen in time, representing a past era. For collectors, the 1976 50 lire coin is valuable because it connects them to Italy's monetary past. Collectors around the world appreciate the 1976 Italian 50 lire coin for its combination of design, history, and affordability. While it is not as large or as high in denomination as the 500 lire coin, the 50 lire coin has always been an important part of Italy's circulating coinage. The 1976 issue is especially appealing because it is from the 1970s, a decade that many collectors focus on. Coins from the 1970s are now considered vintage, and vintage coins often carry collectible value because of their age and their connection to a particular time in history. The demand for Italian coins has grown in recent years as more people are interested in collecting world coins. Italian coins, with their rich designs and strong symbolism, are highly sought after, and the 1976 Italian 50 lire coin is part of that demand. Whether you are a beginner coin collector or an experienced numismatist, the 1976 issue has a place in your collection because of its historical and collectible value. Even though millions were minted, the scarcity of well-preserved examples means that collectors continue to compete for them, which supports their value. It is also worth remembering that the 1976 Italian 50 lire coin was part of everyday life for millions of Italians. People used it to buy small goods, to pay for transport, and in countless transactions. This gives the coin cultural and sentimental value in addition to its monetary and collectible worth. For many Italians, holding a 50 lire coin is a reminder of childhood, of family, and of the old days before the euro. This nostalgic connection adds another layer of value to the coin. So when we ask whether the 1976 Italian 50 lire coin is valuable, the answer is yes. It is valuable because of its design, its symbolism, its age, its connection to the lira, its collectible demand, and its scarcity in high grades. It is valuable because collectors all over the world continue to search for it, and it is valuable because it represents a chapter in Italian monetary history that has now closed. For anyone who finds this coin today, it is worth more than just 50 lire. It is a piece of history that deserves to be preserved. For coin collectors, the 1976 Italian 50 lire coin is a must-have piece that stands out for its strength of design and its role in Italy's past. Even though it is not made of precious metals, its numismatic value makes it important and collectible. This is why the 1976 Italian 50 lire coin is valuable and why it will continue to attract interest from collectors in the years to come. Thank you for watching. As you've seen, these coins, whether it's the Italian lire coins, the valuable 500 lire, the 200 lire, the 50 lire, or even other rare world coins, are all pieces of history that can be worth money and are highly collectible. If you enjoyed learning about the value of these coins, make sure to check out my previous video on Jefferson nickels, where I go into detail about why those nickels are valuable and what collectors should look for. Don't miss it, because it could help you discover another hidden treasure in your own collection. And if you love videos about coin collecting, rare coins, and coins worth money, then be sure to subscribe to the channel right now, so you never miss my latest uploads on valuable coins.